It's a long road from Amistad to Toho. Doesn't matter which way you go, but when you finally get there, and when you pull the cover off, then it's time to get a little bit lost out on the lake. Gonna back this boat into the water, find a way to win a couple dollars. Weatherman says there's a cold front coming down. Bring it on, I've seen it all by now. I can catch 'em shallow, I can catch 'em deep.
Hi, Steve Von Brand here for the Bass College. We're over here at Trap Pond. We had to switch from Ingram's as we arrived at Ingram's to start the tournament. We had another club there, a local club that we hadn't heard of before, and they had quite a few boats, and there was nowhere to park long before everybody was supposed to arrive. So we're going to get on out of here. We got Ryan Corsiato right up here in the front, and Sean is launching his boat now. They're putting the tournament on for us here at the Bass College. Hopefully the rest of the people will be over here shortly, and we'll get out. We'll probably have to extend the tournament of half an hour or so because of the fog and having to switch locations. So I'm going to go launch my boat now. I'm going to be in the back filming. I'm here with Mike Phillips, Newark Basser. He's fishing out of the front. He's going to be fishing the tournament while I film, and we'll see you guys down on the water. Okay, here's the preview tournament at Trap Pond for the Bass College. We had to make a sudden move from Ingram's, but here we are ready to take off. We'll be back by 12 o'clock. A few boats couldn't make it, but next time I'm sure they will. Things will be a little bit more organized. We'll be holding tournaments all through 2012, so if you want to join in to any of the Delaware lakes and ponds, or we'll be fishing some Upper Bay tournaments for those of you that have larger boats, and maybe a Potomac River event at the final at the end of the year for 2012. So we'll see what happens this morning. We still got a lot of fog. It's not really safe light, but in a pond you can take off if you've been here before, you know where you're going. So we'll see what these guys do, and got Mike Phillips fishing the front of my boat, so we'll see how he does here today, and we'll see you guys back here at the weigh-in. Mike just had his first fish on in the buzzbait. I brought him up to this upper end section where I've caught him before on the buzzbait, and he caught our first one, 1/4 inch short, like 11 1/4, 11 1/2 inches, but definitely not 12, just a little bit too short. So we're going to keep working this area, though. That means some active fish are in it, so we'll see what happens.
Tell you what though, if that holds true, that means those fish are pretty deep in there.
They like this little edge here sometimes, and I've had 30 or 40 fish stacked up on it, but only at certain times of the year when that green scum was just there. It had to be the right, you know, right day, and you know. But they were in this area, up along this bank, on jerk baits too at different times.
Got the live well all full already, or what?
Catching all dinks.
Caught 3. He did. I'm not fishing.
All tiny.
There's hardly anybody back?
Who's that, Jack Evans over here? How you doing so far? We haven't lost any. We just had 3, and they're all short. See you guys in a minute.
Oh, he's close again. Oh, he's a beaver. Yeah.
Can I bring that in? Well, there, Mike Phillips just caught one while
Open water on the buzzbait.
I was getting ready filming. So that was pretty good. I caught that on camera.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he swiped at that spinnerbait.
Now that one was what, about 13 inches, 13 and a half
13,
or something
yeah.
like that. Yeah, not giant by any means,
Had a
but
little belly to him though.
but a keeper.
Yeah. Probably just under 2 pounds. Second, third cast.
What'd you catch that on?
We got a
Rattle trap, cotton cordell super spot.
super spot.
That's just barely a keeper. I think what, 12 and a half maybe.
Yeah, he's.
Measure that up now. Do you remember how you were working your bait?
Well, see that time he caught it, or he hit it as soon as it hit the water. So that time I didn't have much of a chance to really understand. As soon as I started reeling, he was there.
Yeah.
Right now I'm still switching it up, trying to figure out what they're gonna hit. That right there shows me that they're at least looking up, seeing if something's crashing.
Now, how'd that feel using braid on that St. Croix tournament, legend
Special.
tournament rod?
Oh yeah, very sensitive.
So you can rip it in that grass
Yep.
out of there, and then he hit that when you ripped or right before?
Literally, I almost threw it into the tree, so I thumbed down to stop it, and it kind of made a huge splash, and I reeled to get my line going, and he was on.
Maybe they're going to get ready to like feed on some bait
Yeah.
fish in the fall or something. Very, very good lure though, the super spot. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
similar to the shad and
Yeah.
bait fish that are like that, But when you have shad, that really excels. Like in Knoxontown, that was a
Oh,
great
sure,
spring
yeah.
and fall bait for us. You hear Scott's doing a little flip into the cypress trees. That's a technique everybody likes to use, and it's real productive. A lot of times you'll get fewer bites, and of course you don't want a lot of those smaller fish, but you get a lot of the better fish doing that. You always have. Personally, I love to flip a jig. It's just you have to, of course, know the area, you know where fish are concentrated, which is what you learn from pre-fishing, and of course fishing in an area a lot, but pre-fishing especially. And you can pretty much tell an area where the fish are in the most in these small ponds like this, section it off and kind of zero them in, and then go to work on those bigger fish like you see Scott doing there, and that's like a lot of guys will like to do with that jig, a swim jig, a flipping jig, and maybe even a peg soft plastic like a Grande Bass Mega Claws right there in the cypress tree. I would keep both out. I'd throw the one with the dark,
The purple.
first, and then throw the watermelon. The darker one after that. See how it is. The sun's starting to come out now. Got a little black.
Pretty cool. Moon's out. Cool. These Gamakatsu hooks.
Yeah, now these are that's a 3/0 Gamakatsu hook. That's the Temple Fork Outfitters Gary Loomis spinning rod, 7 foot. That was actually a medium heavy for a different technique, but this is fine for the big 5 inch and up Senkos, and for the big 3/0 or 4/0 Gami hook on there. That's just 10-pound test fluorocarbon on there, I believe. Or trilene, I'm not sure which one that is that you've got. The other one I'm using the Berkeley Nanofill on the G. Loomis spinning rod, the other one you were throwing.
Yep.
And that's the Berkeley Nanofill in 10-pound test. That's really some fantastic line, I'll tell you, for a spinning reel. I'm going to spool all of the spinning reels with the Berkeley Nanofill, and then just one with the fluorocarbon for special techniques. That's it. That Berkeley Nanofill is really something. Take a little Grande Bass Mega Claws too, maybe around these kind of cypress trees, and just peg it with a little tiny 32nd ounce weight, slow fall. I bet you pick a few up too like that. Those kind of pressured fish, that's just what they are. Maybe you get just 1 or 2 bigger ones like Scott was doing. Flipping like that, sometimes you just get 2 or 3 bites, but they're much better bites. Here's Sean up here talking to one of the guys. This is Ryan, I believe, in the front. This is Jeremy up here from the Dover Bass Club. He just landed a nice one. He's working some type of a slow technique. We'll see if he'll tell us what that is when we get up here. Wacky rig Senko? Possibly, yeah. But this is the first. This is where I worked this morning with Mike. If you saw Mike had that one hit on the buzzbait, the very same area. It's just what I thought too. I know they're in this area, all right up in this whole top third right here, mostly. But it just depends where you are. Just stick with it. Jeremy fishes a lot of these ponds with the Dover Bass Club, and he knows a lot of the areas pretty well what the fish are hitting. Now, is that your third one, or?
This is my fourth keeper I'm about to call.
Okay.
Nice. Congratulations.
Hey,
We have two. Well, he has two. And then,
Can't get that third keeper to save my life.
that's the size of ones we have.
Yeah.
So. Okay, there's Jeremy, Dover Bass Club and the Bass College. He's calling out one now. He's the first one that we've come up on now to call. I don't think that's 12. Nope, that's not. Another small one, like what, 10 inches, huh? What do you got?
I got a limit. How about you guys?
He has two. Caught 5, 2 keepers.
6 now. Caught 6.
Well, he caught 6. He just caught another one, but it wasn't big enough.
I think I've got, I don't know, I got like 5 when I talked to you last, and I've got 2 more keepers since then, but I had to throw them back.
Yeah.
Scott.
5-2. 5-2. You got it right.
Jeremy needs
Here we are at the weigh-in.
5-2.
Right now, 5-2 is in the lead. That's Ryan.
That's 2 of those fish.
We got some healthy fish coming in.
Nice one.
Oh, they got some nice ones in there.
Pretty damn good. Hey, Jack, what'd you end up with?
I haven't got it yet. I was waiting for the bag.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Take your time.
Looks like a couple of you found some fish.
Long and skinny.
Oh, I had a chunkier one.
11.
That's
Zero that out.
one.
That's
It's 1 point something.
1.11.
Oh,
That's a Mike Phillips fish.
Yeah.
you got it. Good night.
Yeah, that's gonna be close.
2 pounder, he's got it.
What'd you end up with?
Oh,
What?
buddy.
5-2,
That's going to be close.
That's gonna be real close.
Oh, 5-5.
5-5.
New leader.
Hold on. Good job, Jeremy.
Yeah, good job, Jeremy.
Ain't over yet, Jack.
Yeah, it is.
Is Jeremy with 5-5? He took the lead over now. Ryan was in the lead with 5-2.
Hold him up.
He's got like 3 identical fish. Yeah, I tried to pull one out. Thanks, man.
There's the new leader.
Turn that hand sideways.
Like that?
Yep.
Yeah, oh, nice.
All right.
Some good ones.
No, I ain't got a side of Jeremy's.
Yeah, you do.
Yes, you
Yeah, you do.
Modest.
Yeah.
What a modest
Close
man.
to 2.5 there, right?
That's about the same size.
That's 1.9.
That's bigger than his
His
first
first
one.
was 1.7, wasn't it?
5'10". How did he make you? 5'1".
5-1.
Jeremy won it.
Jeremy Drago, the winner.
Holy shit.
Who we got now? There it is.
Congratulations. I'm getting
Down here at Trap Pond.
Give me a holler. Let me know about next week.